Welcome to 1111 Tarot. Virgo, this is your February 2021 reading. All right, let's take a little ride over here. And this is the 1111 Wheel of Life board. And this is what I use to do all of my spreads on. If you're interested in one of these boards, I am taking orders at this time. They are pre-orders. The board is the first release, or the first batch, I should say, is coming out between Valentine's Day and the end of February. All right, my lovelies, here we go. I'm excited to do your reading, Virgo. It's been a little bit, been a hot minute. I have pre-shuffled and I have premeditated with Archangel Michael, as well as shuffled your deck, so I just cut it to get your energy involved. This is the Threads of Fate. So here we go, Virgo. We're going to start right here in the center of the spread. This is the Great Spirit, and this is where I start all my co-creation as we co-create with the universe all the time. Higher perspective. Wow. So this is all about your third eye. Virgo, do you see this pyramid position? I feel like you're very focused on the higher perspective of what is going on right now, which is a beautiful, beautiful gift. At least that is what we're being asked. Oh my, okay. I dropped the entire deck of cards. I'm done with them, but they did hit the floor because it would have been my fault. I set them right at the edge of the table, and the natural energy of the weight of them hit the floor. So it's down by my cords. What I will say is this is all about focus. Your higher perspective is focus, and I wasn't. I was very negligent in my behavior. So I would take that as a warning, and I would definitely try to remember to stay focused for the highest perspective. Let's switch over to do some tarot with the good tarot, and we'll get a better understanding of what this higher perspective is regarding. Right, Virgo? All right, my lovelies. We're going to start here in the East. It's all about the air, where our ideas come to be. It's communication, whether it be with the 5D or the collective, as you will. It's all about telepathy, as well as our dreams and our own thoughts. You know, when you come up with a brilliant idea, it starts right here. 5 of Fire. So you see a lot of messages being burned. Like they're hot messages. They're quick, in and out, in and out, in and out. I feel like they're full of passion, maybe anger, strife. A lot of communication indeed. And this person is none too happy. So there may be some stressful communication coming in, and the guidance at this point would be, remember to look at the bigger picture, the higher picture. Look like the eagle would from above and see the whole terrain in front of you. And that's coming right from the 5D collective, saying, heads up, we got a little strife coming our way. In the South Node, in the Earth realm, you get Messenger of Earth in the Earth realm. Okay, so this could be your own energy where, you know, you're messaging back. Messenger of Earth is news of something solid. So this can be something tangible. It can be paper. It can be financial dealings. It just has something to do with stability. So there is a message coming in regarding stability. It's in your South Node, which means it can be a struggle because we're heading to the North. And you also have a 5, which is a challenge. So you're being urged, stay in your higher perspective. Walk your faith here. Okay, in the West, Fire, it's all about the passion of our ancestors and what their guidance is given to us. Oof, you know. This is she that does not speak it. This is going within to make the decision that needs to be done by you and you alone. The divine will give you inspiration, and they're saying, look at the bigger picture. Everything you need to know to make this decision is within you and only you. This also means advice from others isn't always something that is going to help the situation. It's all about finding out what works for you, my love, and only you. Let's continue with referring back to source and this higher perspective. We'll adjust the camera. We're going to take it up north to our north node. This is all about spiritual success, water. It's the lessons and blessings. It's our emotional take from this. How do we come out feeling, right? Where are we headed? New perspective. It's a 12. It's a hanged man. So, the decision, which is a 2, and as you move into a 12, when you reduce it, it's a 3. So hanged man is looking at things from a whole new perspective, if you will. And I think it's going to have a lot to do with almost like trusting yourself, that your intuition is right. So this is a test to see if you follow what you know needs to be done. Okay? So you'll have an answer and you'll know it. And it needs to be done. Right now you're resisting making the decision. The divine is urging you to get a higher perspective. And this is saying new perspective when you see the hanged man. So I do suspect that if you don't go within and follow your intuition, it is possible, Virgo, my love, that you could get this in the reverse where the divine nudges you forward. So it's on a table, no matter how you look at it, that this challenge is something you're quite aware of. It's come up, something manifested in the 3D that's a challenge. And you're struggling with it. You're being asked, follow your intuition. It's not about venting. It's about solving. Get to the higher perspective and move along. Okay? So let's see where you are in your cycle here. We're going to dip into the celebrations of love oracles. And we'll see where you are in your cycle. We're always transitioning and changing and growing. And it says introspection. Yep, your own energy. Hermit. And it talks about Lost Valley of the Pegasus. Now look at the wings on these beautiful horses. These Pegasus with these white crisp mountains. Pegasus can fly. I know that sounds silly, right? They can fly. Virgo. This is your energy. Introspection is your energy. You're the hermit in the tarot. Introspection is all about hermit energy. And it's a lost valley of the Pegasus. So this is a journey that you need to go within. And you need to figure out what it is that sets you back to stability. Because we have a 5, which is a challenge on our stability. Okay? Well, let's come over here and see where you're headed next in the cycle. Courage. Splash and fly. Can't make it up. I can't make it up. You hear that from us in the tarot business all the time because we can't. Especially on this wheel of life, because this board has so much, it's a portal. And I activate it as the ancient medicine wheel is activated through my higher guardians, Archangel Michael, who helped me with this blueprint. Now, I am having a little blurriness where I must have, like, sleep in my eye for just a second. Like, I couldn't see clearly in my right eye, okay? So it only left me one eye to see with for the reading. What eye do you think that is? Look at the messages opening up the third eye. You're being guided. Go within, right, Virgo? Here we go. Courage. Think of it as liquid courage with all this water. Splash and fly. And what did I say? You're this Pegasus. And Pegasus can fly. That's why I say you can't make it up. Can't make it up. So now let's take a breather, right? Because it's been pretty heavy, Virgo. It really has. You have a challenge coming at you. You're being asked to test your intuition and trust it, to look at a new perspective, go within, and sort this all out. It's something from the 3D is being manifested that's going to be a challenge. Now, breathe with me. Because when you see the High Priestess, the divine is holding your hand. You cannot fail. Only if you don't try. You can fly, Virgo. You just have to believe it. Like the feather for Dumbo, remember? He dropped the feather, but he could really fly. Here we go, my lovelies. Now, I don't remember the name of this deck. I am very sorry about that. Someday I'll have to try to Google it. Okay, we're going to qualify in our east where the sun rises, right? Air. We're going to qualify this 5 of fire. It's all about this challenge on the board, this growth, this potential growth that we can have. Illumination, clarity, and wisdom. Here we go. 4 of Swords in illumination. Clarity is 7 of Pentacles. And in wisdom, you have the 9 of Swords. All right, heavy energy. Heavy energy. But it's all going to come out. I'm going to show you why. So, in illumination, this is 4 of Swords. It's the same thing as a Hanged Man. It's getting a new perspective. Only this is a little different. It requires an adjustment. It's in your 11th house. It talks about how others see you. It's about how you see yourself. You need an adjustment. So the swords are down, which means no communication. Hands are in a praying mode, and rest is coming up because this is a healing card. And this is asking for blessings and be willing to receive them as they come in. This is a home environment. And then the 1 sword is laying sideways because it's a decision being made. A readjustment. And it's a 4. It's about your foundation, if you will. And it's being clearly illuminated to you that you need to take a moment. I mean, honestly, higher perspective, Hanged Man, 4 of Swords, right? In illumination, being shown to you in your 11th house. Got to do it. Clarity. 7 of Pentacles. Now, because of the cards on the board, we're going to come back to this because this card can go so many different ways. And you need qualifiers to understand it. So I'm going to show you what that means. As we go into wisdom, we have the 9 of Swords. The woulda, shoulda, coulda. Right? And that's in wisdom, knowing that it's in the past. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do about what happened in the past. That's the wisdom. So it's a 9. It's almost at completion. You just have to change the way you think. Because you're completing a cycle that you cannot go back into the past and fix it. You now have to be proactive on the situation and come up with a different solution. And you need to take your courage. All these beautiful dolphins. Splash and fly. Fly. Breathe. Deep. I believe in myself. I believe in the divine. And you come back to all these seeds that you have planted here. And 1 seed is at your foot. Ready to go. This is also the divine timing card. So it's not quite time for everything to change yet. You're in a holding pattern. While this is being nurtured in the background, this gift, and coming to you, should you trust the divine and let go of all of this worry and take an active, a proactive step where you readjust and you become the Pegasus you are. Take control of the situation. Don't rely on the divine. That's not how it works. The divine wants you to co-create. Co-create. Look at the higher perspective, right? Let's move over here to this messenger of earth. Let me adjust the camera. We're coming over here. Emotional trial and error. So we're coming from the ethereal. We're moving into a little bit more solid, which is what we're basically gaining as we go through this. I guess in this situation, we're going through a test. And that's all about following our intuition and co-creating with the divine. Bringing in balance into our life. In love, it's your 10th house. It's all about your life path. Feeling left out in the cold. It's that attitude. It's the way you are seeing it. And again, you have these church emblems in the picture, right? Co-creating with the divine. You have to do your part. Co-creating with the divine. Four of Swords. You have to do your part to receive the blessings. So you have to do the work, and you know it. You just need to get your courage up, because it's time for you to co-create and look at the bigger picture. Now you've got this 5 and you have this 5. So this is a very challenging time. I'm sending a lot of healing energy to you, Virgo. Trust. In trust, Taurus, this is your 2nd house, okay? This is about your personal finances. There's a Knight of Cups. Okay, could be Pisces energy just because I see these little Pisces fishies all over. But really the Knight of Cups, it's an offer. It's in trust. You can trust the divine. That if you offer up your cup and you co-create with the divine, you can trust in your material house. You co-create with them. The divine offers back another cup. It's mirrored. Okay? So remember, we need to put forth an energy. And I'm not trying to call names out, but it's my job to talk about this. You can't sleep at night, but you're laying around in the day. It's all about working it, nurturing it, creating. These seeds won't grow if you don't weed the garden. If you don't cut that little area out in water, let the water come on down through the dirt and make an irrigation area in case it gets dry. You have to cover them if the weather gets bad. You have to co-create. And here we go. In growth, this is your own energy. This is about your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. Mercury. I love you, but you got a 5 again. See, that's the energy. And I'm going to bring you right back. Higher perspective. High Priestess. Higher, high. Okay? It's looking at the big picture, seeing that you have to co-create. It will not come to your door. Okay. Let's continue on. See, these 5 cups here is regret. And in your growth, You've got some regret. The growth is you're not going to focus on these spilled cups. You're going to look for new cups, new opportunities. And you're going to co-create to get those opportunities. All right? Because you're going to have this liquid courage. Because you are my Pegasus. Virgo, you are my beautiful Pegasus. You just need to get your wind back in you. Right? Bring new life into it. How do we do that? New perspective. Higher perspective. High Priestess, you know this. We splash and fly. All right, in the physical realm, we're now manifesting this. What is coming toward us? In introspect, your 9th house of philosophy, you know it's going to take a lot of battles to get to this 8 of Wands. Because we have to go through the 5 of Wands, right? Which is the struggle of everything. And I believe that's the only 5 you're missing. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah. So you've got the 5 of Fire, which is 5 of Wands. Okay, you do have the 5 of Wands. You're missing the 5 of Swords, which is actually fighting. You know, you're missing the Five of Swords, which is your oomph. You get up and go, okay? So you need to come up out of this. You need to get on the Six of Wands attitude, which is that victorious feeling. And you need it now and quickly. Like, it's time to blow your life raft up. The divine can give you the air in your lungs, but you got to blow the raft up, okay? Because you are out to sea. And you can splash and fly. Or you can be lost out to sea, okay? So we need to really get going here. Here we go. In Dream, Leo, 5th house, eternal child, your creativity. Yeah, it's high. Virgo, you have the 3 of Wands in your perspective, which is how you see yourself here. And you're waiting. What are you waiting on, lovely? Because the 3 of Wands means, you know, waiting for something, the perfect time, you know, like Menopause says. Waiting for the perfect time to do something, but there's never the perfect time because the time is now. Look at the ships. They're here. You can stand there and wait for your ship to come in. Why don't you go get some stuff lined up for the journey? Let's get rolling. I always see this checkered flag. I call it a flag, but it's his robe, as a race. When I see the 3 of Wands, I feel like you want to win the race. You got to pull the wand out and use the magic to create and manifest your world. It's up to you. That's what this card is. It's up to you. It's you need to make some plans, because the universe can't mirror back somebody that isn't exploring and creating with the universe, right? If the light switch is off, you ain't going to see. Here we go. Experience. This is your personal and physical temperament through life. Your experiences. Yep. You have attachments. In your experience, you're attached to something right now, or there are attachments on you. I would smudge. I would. And I don't know why I'm saying that. I just feel it, and I share what I feel. I share whatever comes out of my mouth. I don't even think about it. See this chain that's holding you to this other individual? I feel as though this attachment that you have is something to do with your past experience is holding you back. I don't know why, what past experience it is, but that's what, look, you need a change. It's big. I feel like this is kind of like Virgo. This is a hard-hitting episode, you know, cycle. It's hard-hitting. I kind of feel like you're at that point where you're like trusting the divine, but you're not participating in the way the divine needs you to come up. Okay? Mental anguish is here, and it's overrunning your thoughts. And I feel like you need to get proactive. I really do. Okay, so cleansing. What is it that we need to cleanse out? Now, the 12th house, Piscean energy, it can be that unseen realm. It's about subconscious and our dreams, right? Healing. Beautiful. Look, you need cleansing. I said detox, cleansing. You do. You need to run some water through you. I always believe that water can carry information because it can transcend through anything, the earth and everything in nature. And it is the bringer of life. And so I think you need to really consider that this information you can get by going within will give you the inspiration to heal and bring something into focus that you see very bright opportunity and bring you out of this toxic energy of standstill, not knowing what to do, And that's your new perspective, because that's what we're qualifying as the same man. So while you're healing, you really need to work on cleansing out your body physically and cleansing out your unseen realm, which is your subconscious. And you say, well, how do I do that? You do the subconscious by thinking of what is being fed to your subconscious through the past. What are you exposing your subconscious to? What are you allowing yourself to believe? And then getting a new perspective that allows healing. Also, drink more water. Just saying. Okay, renewal. What are we going to renew? 8th house, all about transformation. Sometimes mysteries. Can be about inheritance. And you're stuck. Virgo, I love you. We can't do this all day, baby. I'll be here for you, read for days, right? You're stuck. It's your own perspective. Now, we totally get why we got this in the middle, because this is the only place that the Great Spirit speaks from, saying, get a higher perspective. Look with your third eye. Help co-create. You know that's what you need to do. Get a new perspective, right? Because this is the Two of Wands in renewal. You need to renew your choices in life. These wands are aligned upright, parallel. It's the 11 card. And this person is making a choice with the world in their hand. It's a travel card as well. So it is talking about making the correct choice that aligns for you. And that's what you need to renew. Now, because it's renew, it's that you need to renew your choice to heal, go within, and get that new perspective that challenges you, that you accept this challenge. And here we go, in purity, in the place of purity, we're going to qualify 4th house, all about your foundation, your decision. I mean, you can't make it up. The decision needs to be made in the upright. And it's going within, Virgo. You're good at that. But you cannot sleep on the job. Literally. You're not sleeping at night, and you're so tired in the day because you're all in your head, and that leaves you too tired to co-create. So get a higher perspective, my lovelies. Please. We need some blessings on this. Virgo, I love you. I do. I do. This is some tough stuff. Oof. Like, my chest kind of hurts. Like, after this reading, I'm going to go cleanse, relax, and take a nap, because this energy is exhausting me. And that's what you feel, is just exhaustion. You need to get yourself on a serious routine and make a decision to start taking care of yourself properly. I feel like there's some overindulgence going on, and you really need to get a bigger perspective of how that's affecting your life. In cleansing, right? The star. Here we go. Celebration and dance. I just said I felt like, normally this is my ancestor card, but I don't feel it today. I feel like you're oofta. I don't even want to say it. You're celebrating too much. You're overindulging. That's what I'm getting. So if you want to celebrate with your ancestors, make your decision to participate. That's the higher perspective. Here we go. Yes, there it is. Can't make it up now. Because your ancestors want to celebrate and be proud of you and know that you're co-creating with what's aligned for you. And it's renewal. It's your 8th house. Remember your transformation? Your transformation is making the right choice in life. And it brings in this ancestors, generations. You're being asked to follow your own intuition and make the right choice. And your ancestors have a lot of faith in you. We're going to come over here. We're going to get this blessing card, and we're going to put it over here on purity, your 4th house, about your foundation. It can be about job. It can be about home. It can be about family. But it's making the decision by going within right? And it is ultimately your decision, Virgo. And that's what your ancestors are saying. Here we go. Synergy. Can't make this up. If you don't know what synergy is, Google it. It's a commingling of energy. And what have I said over this whole spread that Archangel Michael's been saying to me the whole time? You have to co-create. I love you, but suck it up, Buttercup. It's time to get busy. Get your boots on. Make your choices. Make your ancestors proud. You know you can do it. You are brilliant. You are my Pegasus, and you are beautiful. Look at that. I'm trying to get that for you. Let me see if I can do it. It's weird. Oh, there it is. Can you imagine how beautiful that is to see in a field of Pegasus? Virgo, it's time for you to fly. I can't sing, but I love you. It's time to fly. I love you to the moon and back. I do, I do, I do. Night, Virgos, much love. All my healing energy coming to you. Bathing you in that beautiful light of unconditional love. Swaddling you in the divine's natural blanket. And soothing you to rest tonight. Salt bath, water, purify, detox. You are being guided firmly by your ancestors, by the divine. Sorry, I had my eyes closed. I was in prayer. Didn't see we were all blurry. Heal, my lovelies. Get some crystals. Start holding those. Put them under your bed. Put them under your pillow. Purify, detox, smudge, whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. But get that higher perspective. All right. Much love. Much light. Namaste.